Welcome to Eagle A Inspirations. You are meant to soar. Today I will be looking at the topic, Give Yourself the Permission. When we were younger, we had to depend on the older persons or our guardians to give us permission to do whatever we wanted to do. But as we got older, we became independent, thus exercising our power to make our own decisions and to use that power to make our lives what we desire. In some of our earlier interactions, our parents, our schoolmates, and society have projected their own expectations on us. And so, over time, we may have become a person that has to get approval from others in order to go ahead with some of our plans, or even for affirmation to know that we have done well. I want to encourage you to give yourself the permission to say yes to your decisions. You have the ability to do what it takes. No one has to believe that you can. If you believe, that is all the permission that you need. Sometimes other people can stand in our way, but sometimes we can be our own enemy. It's time you realize that you need to get out of your own way and allow yourself to soar. Permission suggests that a limit had been placed on someone or something. The fact that you are even born is permission from God to be who He has created you to be, and that is to be great, to love, and to impact lives for His glory. No one has to say, go ahead. No one has to agree with the dream you have for yourself. Give yourself the permission to be all that God created you to be. Give yourself the permission to freely express yourself and to be yourself. Give yourself the permission to become more than what your comfort zone limits you to be. The opinion of others, yes, may have had its effect upon you in one way or another, but you can give yourself the permission not to allow those opinions to be your reality. Yes, they may have their own opinions, but guess what? You have your own opinion as well. They may have underestimated your potential. Give yourself the permission to believe that you are capable and that you have the ability to learn. You have the ability to succeed and to achieve those dreams and goals that you have for yourself. Give yourself the permission to be and to do more. Your opinion is what you should allow to empower you and no longer the opinion of anyone else. All of us are born with the right to freedom. You have the right to be free and to make a choice. For too long, you may have allowed others to give you permission to make choices that pertains to your own life and happiness. You are the one that is in charge of your life. You can give yourself the permission to have a richer, deeper, and meaningful life. Give yourself the permission to be happy. Give yourself the permission to believe again. Give yourself the permission to say yes to things that make you happy. Give yourself the permission to say no to things that steal your peace. Give yourself permission to love again. Give yourself permission to forgive. And the permission that you have is power to overcome any obstacle in your way and to make decisions that will serve you and benefit your life and others. And in the end, God will be glorified through your life. Give yourself the permission to start your own business if that is something that you desire. Give yourself the permission to go back to school. Give yourself the permission to leave a toxic relationship or even a friendship that is not serving you and motivating you in the direction that God has for you. Give yourself the permission to take risk. Give yourself the permission to soar. If it is that you desire to start your YouTube channel, give yourself the permission to go ahead. You can do it. Give yourself the permission to be all that God created you to be. God has given you the permission to be on earth, and that gives you the permission to function at your maximum capacity. Give yourself the permission. God has given you the permission, and what God has said is more important than that of people. You do not need to be approved by anyone. You can approve yourself. You have the key. Give yourself the permission to go ahead and to use that key. Don't allow others to limit your potential. Permission is granted to be yourself. You have to decide that you no longer want to be a victim of circumstances. Instead, you want to be victorious over your circumstances. Give yourself the permission and take the initiative. That's what your power gives you, the ability and power to do and to be greater than what you are settling for right now. Other people don't have to like or agree with what you plan to do. If it is that you're doing something right, you're heading towards a goal and you're being discouraged by other persons or circumstances, give yourself the permission to rise above those situations. God has given us the ability to rise above our circumstances. Other people don't have to like or agree with what you plan to do. If you can believe that it is possible, you have the permission. Permission is granted to you. Thank you so much for listening to Eagle A Inspirations. Give yourself the permission to soar.